in the car park?
Well, it was the very early days, Alex,
Right.
and I don't want to give anyone any ideas. Well, I didn't really know how to deal with hecklers, and so I was just very rude to this heckler, and he did shut up. But then when I left the pub, he chased after me and chased me around the car park, basically.
We don't condone that behaviour.
Oh,
We
no.
don't.
Did you get into the car before he got you?
Well, fortunately, I was on the bill with Helen Austin. Hello, Helen, who basically I shouted to her, "Bring the car round," because she was giving me a lift back. It's a long story. And
Yeah. But, I mean, we wish we never asked.
and
now.
she pulled up, and as she was driving past, she opened the door, and I jumped in.
I mean, this is like a scene from Austin
Lovely.
Powers.
It was.
What a
All
climax.
ended well.
Yeah.
Very
And as we were getting back onto the main road in Hackney, I shouted a very rude word at him.
And we'll move on that note. That's the note we're going to slowly move on.
Nearly 10 years, everyone.
Has it been that long?
Yeah, it just slipped by. And, you know, I kept thinking, oh, maybe I'll go on tour. And then the pandemic happened. And, of course, everyone said, oh, no, you can't go on tour now. So that made me want to do it even more.
What's the tour called?
It's called Pedigree Fun.
Wow. Why that?
And
Why
it's
that?
coming to a town near you.
Really? Why
Yeah.
Pedigree Fun?
Well, because I have a certain pedigree.
Oh, okay.
Case,
Okay.
You know, because
You like
I've
to have fun as well?
So,
knocking
you know,
around. It's a
when
lot
we
of fun.
When we
It's a
have
pedigree fun. I
comedians-
took the two words and I combined them into one name, pedigree fun. It's a
works.
dog food.
It's a dog food.
And we
That's
should
what I was
also
thinking.
Pedigree
Pedigree
Seeing as this is the BBC, other dog food brands are available.
Pedigree
Clever
chum.
play on
There it
words.
The pedigree chum tour.
So when we have comedians on and they talk about their tour, they usually say, I haven't written a word because I wanted to be topical. But this
says that?
is
A lot
how
of them.
you work. All of them, more or less.
Yeah, that's just lazy, isn't it? See, I've had 10 years to work on mine. So I've got, I've got loads of, I'm trying to cut it down is the problem. Because I
Right.
think, you know,
The edit.
well, I have been having to edit it, yes. So I've got, you know, Sarah the baby elephant. I'm touring with the baby elephant, so that's
Right,
quite...
And
okay, this is
so
what we
hang
want
on,
to talk
sorry?
about, because it's you.
It's so difficult getting the licences to, you know, for
I'm
live.
sure.
We
You
know
know,
what your shows are like. They're quite bonkers, Harry.
Yeah,
so
but,
what
you
are we
know-
expecting apart from Sarah's baby elephant?
well, that's not enough. Like, that's not enough. I've got a lot of... I've got some interactive video where I point out the differences between tray bakes and tears and shares. You know, the... Hello, is this mic on? I've got my son, Gary, from my first marriage, who will come on. I'm hoping he'll take over the business. He does an impression of... well, his main one is Chris Whitty, is this big impression.
Great.
And then at the very end, I sing My Way Backwards. So, I mean, if that's not entertainment, I don't know what is.
I mean, where do we sign up?
Well,
By the way, this isn't a dream. This is happening on BBC Two right now.
It is.
I'm
So,
glad
you
you
know-
remember what channel we were on.
Well, exactly. But if you haven't toured for a decade,
I've
know-
been gigging. You know, I've been going around the clubs.
yeah.
With an
Yeah.
elephant, or...?
Where she has to stay in the car.
Right.
But what does a
Nelly.
typical Harry Hill fan look like these days then?
Well, I mean, yeah, they are an odd bunch. I mean, a lot of them. And I'll tell you, the last tour I did, I was in the middle of the act, and this guy basically stripped to his underpants and walked down the centre of the theatre. It was a St Albans Arena, and came on stage and stood next to me, basically,
Right.
for about 10 minutes. And I was thinking, any moment, someone from the theatre's going to get rid of him.
Yeah.
But I said to the security guard, you know, what was that? And he said, oh, I thought it was part of the act. I think, what kind of show did he think that was? A man in his...
Well, Harry, let's be honest. It's not something that we wouldn't put at one of
It's
your
getting more and more
shows, is it?
surreal, this,
It's
isn't it?
bizarre.
Now, you know what, Harry? People have been really enjoying you on This Is My House.
This comes off.
Yeah, it does.
This
it
does,
does.
yeah, that does come off.
This comes off.
Love that one.
Does
It's a
come
modular
off.
sofa, babe. It's a modular.
It's nice that his tank top matches, though.
does,
isn't it?
honestly.
That's-
That's
bit
a
of
nice
thought
shade
has
of
gone
your
into
little
that.
top there.
Yeah, bit of
It
thought.
is.
Harry at his best in that interview, sporting his trademark oversized collar. You would never guess he was once a doctor, although they do say laughter is the best medicine. He's currently promoting his Pedigree Fun Tour, his first in 10 years. I'm sure tickets will sell out fast.